Alright people, I'm going to be talking about the SPY. I'm going to go over it. I'm going to start with the, I'm going to wait for people to come in. We're going to start with monthly charts. I want to talk about, short term, long term, all important stuff. So I'm going to delete this, and I want to make some points, very important. So always wait for some people to come in first, and then we start. The live stream. Hello. We're going to be starting soon. First, we're going to be starting with the SPY. Alright, now we're about a minute into the live stream, right? Wait a couple minutes, and then that's when the live stream starts. Usually, we're going to start a couple of minutes into the live stream. Just so there's people that are in it, listening. Hey, Ed, how are you? Guys, hear me good? Guys, hear me really good? Hey, Dexter, how are you? People are just starting to come in. Guys, hear me really good? Guys, hear me good? Yep. All right, that's good. Yeah, people are showing up now. Let's see here. How long has this been now? It's only about 2 minutes in, so it's not that long. Hello, Dinesh. How are you? So, what I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about the big picture of the SPY and short term and all that stuff, and we're going to go back to what I was talking about, because it's really important what I was talking about this weekend on the SPY, and of course some things that have been already happening. Okay, people, and again, there are two types of people out there. There are people that are just I call them small minds, stock clowns. They just don't know what they're talking about, and then there's very few people that are more leadership, or telling you the big picture, the facts, and of course everything I keep saying happens. That's the thing. Everything that I keep saying happens. You know what I mean? So let's start into this live stream here, and then of course people can come in, and then when they come in, they can listen. That's the thing about these live streams. People come in, and so let's talk about this. Is really important here. So people look at charts differently, right? And this is important to understand what's changed now, right? And I come up with more ideas and more points all the time. Hello, Eric. I always come out with more ideas and more points all the time. So we're going to talk about a common way, old way of thinking. We'll call it the stock clown way of thinking of this chart, and then I will explain the chart. Now, old way of thinking doesn't see the big picture. They just look at, they don't look at the big picture. They never do. They never look at what's, they don't adapt to the markets. They don't look at what's currently happening, compared past to present. None of those factors. They don't look at these things, people. Okay, so I'm going to talk like the stock clown right here. So, here, the .com bubble, housing bubble. And now, guys, you see it's going up here. Now, this is before it moved up here. Guys, is this healthy? Really? Is this healthy, this move? Look what happened here. Look what happened here. What do you think's going to happen here? It's going to come crumbling down. Now, this is when the guy called it a bubble. Now, there's a point I got to make here. This is all important. As I depict what I tell you, I show you two different stories, right? And it's how you look at things, people. It's very important. So we're looking at what a stock clown, right? Looking at things, no skill, right? Compared to yours truly. So here he called it a bubble, and why you want to listen to me, right? Now, in theory, if you look at the market this way, right? You're like, wow, it's moved up a lot, right? This is monthly charts, by the way, right? Wow, it's moved up a lot, right? But that's if you look at it on a negative. If you look at it with a small mind, if you look at it with very little skills, okay, then you look at the SPY and saying this is a bubble. You know, when he called it a bubble over here, and I have that documented, and it's great. You know, that guy is the perfect example of what most people out there don't have a clue what they're talking about. They don't have any skills whatsoever. They don't have the new, and what I'm going to explain you what the market, why the market's changed in a massive, dramatic way now. And of course, I make these live streams to document all these facts. So, anyways, here he's calling it a bubble, right? And then boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? So, boom, 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 boom. It goes much higher, right? So, whatever he said, whatever I just told you, now I'm going to tell you in my view the way I said things, and with a couple of new spins. So let's go over it again together, people. Okay. So let's look at the market here, and we'll call it from, because I was listening to what I said. I want to expand better, clearer what I said, but we're gonna want to document it in my live stream. Okay. So 97. Okay. We're gonna call that right around here, half of 96, 97, the start point of a pattern. Okay. We'll call it 97, okay? Argument's sake. Now, the market went through its phases. Now, the .com at the time, things like an Amazon that are making killer money, Amazons were considered a joke back in these bubble days. They were just, the technology wasn't there. They was just a figment of, they were just thinking about the future, which is where we are now. And the possibilities, and that's why they had this great run. They were looking at great, and they weren't wrong. It just at the time wasn't ready. And then things were going up based on the earnings weren't there, the money wasn't there, right, people? Okay. But so I'm explaining a negative, right? But there's a positive spin to this negative, because what's happening is the world is changing and adapting. Companies are becoming more efficient, technology is improving, right? And then we start moving up this way. And then what starts becoming hot? Apple, iPhone, right? Comes in, starts changing the world, companies, right? Starts making killer money. But then problems happen. Boom, boom, mark. Again, you know, also, you know, companies shipping out work to other countries. Just all the wrong moves, the wrong ideas, right? World sees potential, but they're not advancing, they're not efficient, it doesn't matter what they do, it's just not working out. So a lot of change and growth theory is happening here, okay? So market starts reversing in 09, okay? Reversal here. And we pop up, and you know, Apple's doing really good, and you know, so on and so forth. And here we go. You know, we go up into this area here in the year 2015, right? And now, so here's one pattern. We break out, and when we break out, we'll say in the year 2013, right? You know, a little bit. You know, we move for about a couple of years, and then we stagnate, we chop, right? So I want to expand upon this. It's very important because we're going to document this, all people. See, unlike a lot of people, they don't do live streams. They don't explain themselves. You know, they're wrong most of the time. They can't do what I'm doing. Okay? Only a big picture expert can tell you this stuff like this, right? I'm the one who first said the market's going to go to 300 SPY, way before the market actually, as people were fearful of the end. Again, just like in 2016, I cut through the baloney with facts. We're going to get to it, right? I cut through the baloney, people. All right. So here we are, right? Now, here we're chopping, right? And it's the end of the world, right? They call it the end of the world. But here's the thing, people. In 2016, right, I called the reversal February, and we got that reversal. So what's happening? These are monthly charts. We're moving back up from this channel chop period for 1 year. We come in here and we reversed. And of course, I called the reversal February 11, 2016, documented, okay, against giants, against you know, Carl Icahn calling for market collapse. He was so, you should have seen the bearish reports back then. World record holder calling for a market collapse. Okay, none of these people can see anything. They don't look at the big picture. They don't know nothing. I just listen to the market. Listen, I listen to the market. I study the big money, the smart money. Okay, there's two types of money: stupid money and the big picture money. And you know what? I've been correct, the big picture, since February 11, 2016, against all kinds of people out there. To this day, I'm still more correct than just about anybody out there. They didn't say what I said on April the 4th. They were calling for market lower, not me. Only me said it on my live streams like I'm talking to you now. Only me, I tell it how it is, live streams. Nobody else says it like me. I'm the big picture expert, and I will tell you I'm a big picture expert. And I've been right again in April. Look what the market's been doing. And we're going to talk about Netflix, and we're going to talk about Amazon, and we're going to talk about all these things that are proof that I spoke about this weekend before the market had this great week that we had. Okay, before the facts, not after the facts, like most of these clowns out there. I call them stock clowns, shorting stocks and saying that and saying, look, we got a good short and the stock goes up $50. Well, what did you short? What? The crumbs? You know what I'm saying, people? Again, small minds. You know, very small mind people. So as you know, people, the world has changed. Now, what happened was then we broke out. Now, as the stock clown was saying, you know, it's a bubble. Again, we broke out at a secondary pattern, right? So as I said, we have a huge channel that we broke out of, a 16-year channel, and then a secondary pattern in 2016, starting from 2016, and at the top of 2016, in December, where the stock clown, called it a bubble, the market rallied all through 2017, right? Look at it. Look for yourself, right? All through up to 2017, massively up into 2018. People, that's why I'm the big picture expert. And the clown, there's lots of stock clowns like the stock clown that I reference. There's tons of those guys out there. They're wrong, the big picture, and they look at little things only. They don't look at the big picture. They look at little things. Scalpers. And you want to listen to people like that to make big money? Who wronged the whole big picture? They think they know how to make money. They don't make money. They make baby money. And they're wrong majority of the time. Anyways, people. So, now look at the monthly SPY. Look at this candle now. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Now, we still got a couple of things, but I talked about bull flag pattern. Now, I'm going to talk about the SPY direction short term as well. It's not simply going to fly to 300 now, okay? But if you look at the picture now, the way I've explained it, so let's go over this quickly. Channel pattern, breakout, first breakout. Now when you look at it this way, okay, it's very different than when you look at it just like without these lines that I'm showing you, meaning that what the market did, consolidation, breakout. When I show the line pattern like that, this movement, okay, we had is only for the first year. We've moved before and things weren't as good. Now, let's talk about Amazon. Let's talk about Netflix. Now, what did those stocks do, people? They went to new highs. Well, Amazon hasn't gone to new highs, but I'm saying like it has lately. But I'm saying, you know, they had to pull back. But look at the move it had just after hours, right? Why? Because they're doing good. Why did Netflix make new highs? As people, a lot of stock clowns on stock twits are just saying it's going to go lower. Because these people are negative people. They're small-minded people. They don't look at the big picture. That's why they're losers, and they will continue to be losers out there. Stock clowns, I call them. Lots of stock clowns, you can find them on stock twits. Lots of them. But that's all they do. They only bicker about negative things because they don't look at the big picture like this. So PowerTarget trade, I show the big picture. SPY going to 300 and higher. Big picture. Right? All documented here. April 18. Right? I made a video before the market went even higher this week. Let's go look at the weekly charts here. The daily charts here. Let's look at the daily charts. Right? Well, this is Monday, okay? No, wait a second. Where are we here? Okay. No. Friday. What do I want to talk about here? Okay. Sorry. Yeah, Friday. Okay. So this was Friday, okay? Now on the weekend, I said the market is poised for higher prices. I explained it in my video. And what did we have? Oh, you have people saying, oh, there's a bomb in Syria, market's going to go lower. Again, these are the negative people saying these things, not realizing that Did the bomb go in Syria, or did the bomb be hit? Did it hit U.S.? They hit Syria. Okay, and they showed that they showed control. The market took that as good news. A lot of people out there thought it as, oh, it's terrible news. They bombed Syria. They the U.S. simply showed they have control over a situation, and the market rallied. Okay, and but only that, right? I mean, that what would cause what would have stopped the market from rallying? Like I said in my video, what can you guys go? What did I say in my video? What did I say in my video? I said the only thing that's going to derail the market is some sort of something was to happen to the United States. A bomb hits them. Now that's bad news. Huh? So that didn't happen. So what did the market do? The market continues going up based on companies' earnings. Like I said to you, it's got nothing to do with before we had issues in the past. Let's go back to the monthly charts. Before people, we had issues in the past on the monthly chart. Here we had issues here. Yes, we had issues but we figured them out. Companies started making money. Apple started making money, making changes. Companies getting bankrupted. A lot of massive change started to happen. We'll say in 2007. Now, but we got this derailment through, the housing bubble, right? But we got rid of all that. We got rid of the housing bubble. We got rid of the dot-com bubble, and there's just massive growth, right? Housing prices. Okay, I'm in Canada. They've gone through the roof. They keep going higher. They don't go lower. They go higher. Properties increase in value. They're building like crazy. In fact, they're building. I've never seen the building that they're doing here ever compared to 20 years ago. Again, expansion, growth. Right? So the market is seeing things differently, and they're looking at earnings now. Companies making earnings. What did Netflix do? They did good with the earnings. Why did they? If they didn't do good, why would the stock go up higher, right? So none of these people explain it to you like that. They only look at the negative. They talk about it because they have no vision and they don't understand what they're talking about. And only yours truly said this stuff way before it all happened. Now documented my thing. Nobody explained it like me. Nobody did. In the simplistic, easy to understand manner. When you look at it in a simplistic way like that, okay, you have all these people that want to complicate. Doesn't matter what they think. I said the market has said this. It's already in these charts. If you read the charts, that's what the market is saying. We're going higher. That's it. But I'm explaining in simple fundamental reasons why this is going to happen. But look at this now, and like I explained, what have we formed here? Now we're going to go to the short term here. Bull flag pattern. Right? And of course, like I said, it doesn't mean that we can't come back and test lower. But again, we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the big picture. And of course, I have to make more updates as it goes along. But there is nothing, in my opinion, that derails what I'm talking about, unless something was to happen to the U.S. That's all I'm saying. They can't show control. That's all I'm trying to say, people. Which is not the case right now. It's not because of earnings. The companies that do well, the market is rewarding them. Companies like even the bank, even though the banks didn't move up, the banks didn't have bad earnings either, and they're probably going to be going higher later on. Okay, so any what people any questions out there? Hi, Mag. Any question out there? Any questions about what I just said before I go on to other I want to talk about the short term of this, what's going to be happening, what I see happening in the short term of the SPY. But I kind of give a long story, big picture here on the SPY. And so it is documented in this video. And it's really for the intelligent people. Somebody who wants to really listen to what I say in the future, like in the past, coming back to it. It's for those type of people that want to say, you know what, this guy said it all along. Like, before I wasn't thinking like that. Most of these advisors out there weren't explaining things like that. They were just like everybody else. The market's too high. It's a bubble like the stock clown at 225, right? And believe me, it means a lot that guy saying that. It says a lot because that's the majority of the thinking out there. they're clown. They don't have any skills. They're very small thinkers. They're thinking in an old world. They're thinking the market's going to simply do these things, the same, repeat the same thing. No. Why? Why is it going to repeat that? Is the situation the same over here as it is over here? No, it's not. There was no robotics. The internet was nowhere developed the way it is today. People weren't making money on YouTube like they are today. There are people who have YouTube channels for a living, make more than doctors and lawyers put together. Okay, simply by sharing their passion. There's people making more money than doctors and lawyers going to traditional schools, people. These are opportunities that open up. People who are doing all kinds of things that were never being done before. And different, it's just a different growth phases and changes that are happening in the world. Okay? Yeah, we're gonna get to the stock. I honestly, Dexter, about the earning thing that took a hit. I think I kind of look at when I look at what's the like there's a lot of stocks out there. I kind of focus on the best setups really. So I don't know until I look at the stock. Oh, okay, yeah. Now, like I said, a 7-year-old made 7 million this year on YouTube. See what I'm saying, people? That wasn't done. People weren't making $7 million on YouTube in the year 2000. They weren't doing that in the year, in '07. Okay, I think the growth of YouTube really started more in the 2010, 2012, 2013, maybe in the 13, massive growth in YouTube, people making money, ad revenue, all these things, a different way to advertise and so on and so forth. That's what I think anyways, but that's a good point that you made there, Dexter. All right, now SPY. Well, there is no SPY plan right now. What is the SPY doing, right? So we're in another we're in another bullish phase. Okay, so I was talking about this in my live stream that we had a consolidation phase here. See these two drop down. So February we had that move, like it was good, but somewhere through we can say February and March. We'll just make it simplistic. The February and March were a consolidation phase. If you look at monthly charts, you can see that we've had that before here to 2 months, then we go back up, 2 months down. I'm just saying we've had that up, 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 and then lately, like I said, as the stock clown would complain, it's a bubble, it's a bubble, it's a bubble. You can see that if you look at a monthly chart, we were always rising. So anyone that you listen to who was bullish in 2017, they are clowns. They're out to lunch. They're old school. Don't follow them. Don't listen to them. You want to study and follow my stream, because I've been bullish and correct all through 2016, all through 2017 in a massive way, not a little bit way, massive way. People like the stock clown, short, being negative, calling the SPY a bubble at 225, are massively wrong and out to lunch. And anybody that follows or listens to someone like that clearly deserves to lose big time as well, right? They'll never get anywhere. A lot of people won't get anywhere. You know why? Because they want to listen to small-minded people. Wow, see what I'm saying? Yeah, negative people. That's right. So anyways, people, so it's the SPY here. Let's talk about the short term for the SPY. Okay, I'm going to talk about the situation with the SPY right now. Okay, so we had a good move right now. You can look at the SPY, and we did come out of a channel, and I did talk about that we were in a, we're going to, on April the 4th we gave a signal this day here, but we chopped for a couple of days. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. So what do you think this is, people? Up, 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 boom. Of what? That's one pattern. You can even call that pattern a pattern. We're above. So what's that mean? So as a big picture expert, I'm going to show you things a little differently. So we take a look at that high. So right now, I would say, in my opinion, that as long as the SPY defends 269, we are going to attempt to test 273. Listen up, people. Now, if you touch 269, it won't matter. It's the question of what do we do? Do we come here to fill the gap first, or do we go and test 273 We filled one of the gaps that I said. Now the question is, and I say this, I say as long as 269 holds, the market favors to test the 275 first, okay? Now, again, I have to do, I do what I have to get information from the market every day, right? Big picture, right now, the SPY has created massive new support zones starting at 262 to 260 right now. And this is very obvious from the way we added. Can they come and test this? Yes, they could. The question is when. When right now the market went higher because of great earnings from Netflix. Amazon said something, had some positive news, and they sent it 50 bucks after hours up. They knocked the stocks down, but then when the reality sets in that the stocks they go right back up massively. And this is what people like the stock clown don't get, and they're wrong, where I've been telling the truth. Neither did the world record holder tell people what I said, because he's looking at, oh, that it's near the 200-day moving average. He's talking negative. He didn't say anything. I'm the only one, and I was right again. So who do you want to listen to? You want to listen to what I just said in this live stream. I can say it like this because I can challenge those people and say, tell me, show me what you said on your stream versus what I said, and what did the market do? You know what I mean? And that's where they'll run for the hills, these people. That's why I make these live streams and I talk to the people and I do these live streams. They won't do these live streams. They won't tell it like it is. And I film this. It's all going to be documented. In fact, on my YouTube channel, I have a created place. I'm going to have a special SPY 300 documentation of my videos of what I said and what happened. I already have, just before we had the SPY move to 270, I already had a positive outlook. Nobody else did. They're doing, I'm going to have a hedge, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. They don't have direction. Billionaires don't think like that. They have direction, trust me. Big money's made big direction. You're neither right or you're wrong. It's no this, that, no. You want to make the big money, it's in the right direction. You want to make big money in a stock called NKTR? Well, you wanted to go, you want to hedge it. You wanted to go long. If you went long, it was a 5-banger. I'll show you it. Let me put it, I forgot to show it, but I'm going to show it today. This is what kind of this is how I think, okay? NKTR, and I identify this stuff, okay? Okay? Can you imagine now? I want to show you something. Here's a stock I identified back around here, $19 stock, okay? How do you make big money? Identifying stock. Now, I did not have targets of 105. What I'm saying was it was a doubler in my opinion. But not only was it a doubler, it went up 5 times its value, okay, in a year, 5 times, okay. Now, scalper mind people can't identify stuff like that and can't make that kind of money. You have to have big picture skills. And that's what I have, people. That's why I can talk about the SPY and give a big outlook and give you reasons with charts and explanations, because I look at the big picture. I look at a lot of stocks, what they're doing, what they're not doing. Okay, these clowns don't do that. They're clowns. That's it. That's why I talk stock. Most of the people out there are stock clowns. This is the PowerTarget trade era. When the SPY goes to 300, you're going to see the promotion I'm going to be doing on this. I'm that confident. I'm talking about it right now. Where we're going, and not only 300, much higher. But I'm that confident. All right now. I haven't been wrong since 2016 when most of the 95% of the market was wrong. I was one top 5% correct on it. And I have it documented too, the plan, and it was posted, and I taped it to show it. Okay. Here's back to the SPY. So, as I explained to you, 269 is like a pivotal zone of support, and as long as that holds, we are going to go test SPY in the short term. From here we are, April 18. We're going to test 273 to 275. Now, as we get to 273 to 275, I then need to see, because we could simply keep going. We might base around there and keep going. Another possibility, once we hit that, okay, and there could be an issue, which I would have to issue a problem. Then they might come after they test what I said and come back to fill this gap. And this gap may not be filled at all. for the longest time. We could go up much higher, because to get to 300 isn't just going to be, it may not be a smooth ride, and I said there could be many corrections. I explained it, but the big picture is, if we look at the monthly charts, the ones that I showed you, the way I explained it, the SPY has a lot of room to fall still. That's why it's not so simplistic, everything, right? You have to make adjustments. But right now, as it stands, the market has started a new shift to go back up since April the 4th. And you can see that here, because I said that on this move here, but then we pulled back because of a scare, and it was a war scare, you know. But as soon as the market starts realizing it's not an issue, back up it goes, right? And then we break out again. People, you know, on Friday, I assure you, on Friday, especially the stock count, there's going to be a world of hurt coming. Again, wrong again, people. I can guarantee you, stock clowns, a lot of people were thinking market's going to go lower now because of what it did on Friday. No, it held support, and I told people it held support 264. And I made a positive report on the weekend, people. I made a positive report on the weekend. And was I not massively correct again? Of course, people. I mean, what is new? What is new? I don't see anybody doing these live streams like this and explaining it like this. Nobody. I do it to document it on my YouTube vid channel, and I'm going to have a special section for that in my created playlist. Let's go take a look at my YouTube channel, people, now. Let's go take a look together at my YouTube channel. Just give me a second here. I'm going to go to I got to go to my I got to set it up. But right now you hear me, PowerTarget Trade, yours truly talking. And then I'm going to show you the live stream. What I want to show you on my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is PowerTarget Trades, and I'll show you on where to find it. But this created playlist, what I'm going to be doing is documenting with what I call the SPY to 300 series, and this live stream is going to be in there. What I said, all documented. And again, I document big plans. I got a lot of great plans. I bet you anybody new, you want to study these, my created playlists, I call them big picture plans. When you want to make big money in options, I don't do 50% gains. I'm looking for 100% to 300% gains in my plans, okay? And I've caught plenty of them, demonstrating it with Teslas, with Amazons, with Apples, with FedEx, with BA, all kinds of stocks, and multiple times, people. Where people were shorting what I said to go long, they were massively wrong while I was massively correct. This, people, I can assure you and guarantee you. Study my creators playlist and become a serious follower inside of Power Group Trades. Now, PowerTarget Trades. Power Group Trades is my special group. Now, here it is, PowerTarget Trade here. And of course, if you study this pin tweet video, it tells you how to become a member. I have, you know, some people, I have about 30 people waiting to go inside of Power Group Trades, and they just don't do what they just don't have there's a lot of clowns out there, so I don't put them in. I have a filter. This is why it's not moving, because there's just too many clowns out there. I don't want clowns. It's got to be and again, people are going to be knocking on my door when the SPY hits 300. Say, this guy was right all along. I was stupid not to listen to him. I'm not following him when he's explaining it. See, everybody wants to come in, or wants to listen when things are flying and everything looks peachy and rosy, but they don't want to do the work to get there. They just think things happen. No. What I did in 2016, I did it against all odds, and I have it documented, especially on my PowerTarget Trades. Anyways, this is a link to PowerTarget Trades. You'll find it in PowerTarget Trade. You'll find the link to my YouTube channel, people. So back to the charts here. Let me see if anybody said anything. Yeah, I mean, exactly, right. Exactly. You remember Zanger was there, exactly. All these people that are so-called experts can't give you real market direction. That's the skill of true skill. That real market direction, and I've done it. That's why I know I'm a big picture. I can lead. You don't need to listen to anybody. Me, I study the market. I study what the market's saying, and I really got it down to a science. I call it, and I have a new phase. I'm going to avoid those problems now. I'm going to be trading less when I see when things are not lined up. It's called visionary alignment, okay? And now we're back to more visionary alignment stages right now, okay? Where the market favors, okay, exactly, yeah, Tesla, exactly. It's a Tesla is going to be, set up beautifully to move, okay? WYNN is doing really good. Let's talk about some stocks here, people. We're going to talk about WYNN, and then we'll talk about WYNN here. Let's talk about WYNN, and this is another great example of stock clown versus the power trick or trade era. Me, the best. You know, yours truly, the best. Okay. Now listen, people. I want to tell you this story. It's really important. It's really relevant here. Between big picture thinking and small-minded picture thinking. Now, the stock clown, massively wrong, doesn't realize how wrong he is still to this day, right? And I said it all along in my live streams. If you go into my live streams, you'll hear me talk about this, that WYNN's going to go higher, that it's heading higher, higher, higher. To this day, I am correct massively. And again, it's made another move higher. I've made a plan in power group trades. We're making money in this again. But anyways, the point is this: the guy was shorting this, and this is where I had the war with him from 106. Okay, now here we are because the guy was bearish 2017, right? The SPY's a bubble. You understand, people? You gotta be careful who you listen to. If you listen to anybody who doesn't have true market direction, like yours truly, you're doomed. Because this market isn't going to be simple. It's going to be a lot different. It's going to go through these mini cycles. It's not going to do things like the past. It's a different era now. We still got to go to our finished growth zones, right? SPY wants to go higher. America first. As soon as the Trump said about putting money into the American companies and they're giving the tax breaks to them, the big signal right there too. They want that, okay? That doesn't, they want that, and the American companies are more advanced than ever before, right? You take robotics are involved, are being more heavily involved, right? To this day, I mean, what do you think of building the cars? People or robots? Robotics. There are people there, but it's more efficient where they're using robots. They still got to work out how to make the robots and people work together more efficiently. But cars are being built differently. Anyways, that's another thing. I mean, I'm more in the technical analysis, but I'm just saying, I want to look at things in a simplistic view. And what does the boss say, the market? Now, what is WYNN saying here? Well, WYNN definitely setting up. I explained this. We have multiple patterns here, right? We're attempting to break out of another there's a smaller wedge. We got in this area over here, and then we're starting to go above this wedge. Of course, they got to take this high out now, but big picture, WYNN wants to go higher. Let's take a look at a monthly view here, right? Stock clown thinking was a bubble at 106. This thing, it's too high. But didn't see, he don't read the charts. He's looking, oh, look what it did. He's looking old world thinking. The market's not the same. What happened here is not the same now. The reasons were all different over here, right? And for anything, they're preparing. This thing could be propelling to new highs in the future as well. But that's another story. That's step by step, okay? What I'm getting at is that most people don't really know how to read charts properly. And I've proven that with the stock clown on the SPY, okay, people? I've proven it perfectly. Okay. So I did explain about the SPY, people, in the video where we're going. Trade streams. WYNN looks so good now. Yeah, wow, yeah. Yeah, I don't, I look at the SPY more as the patterns that I call for, and it really doesn't matter. What matters is one thing, that the SPY is going to go higher, and we got the proof. Netflix is the proof right there. When we got the proof with Netflix, that told us a lot right there, right? earnings, man. It's about companies are making a lot of money, you know. Amazon's making a lot of money. That's why Amazon's so high in the air. Stock buffoon, stock clown. It's up in the air because they're making money, man. BA's up in the air because they're making money. It's not the .com era anymore. It's not the housing market. It's a growth era. You stock buffoon clown. You understand? All right, people. Just talking to the buffoon clown. I know the guy comes and listens to my live streams, right? You're out of your league compared to me, and it's the end of the line for you when the SPY hits 300. For you, it's your finito. You're gonna be. I have the documentation to show people, to educate people between the big picture expert and many other clowns out there. A lot of people are gonna be out the door when we hit 300. They can kiss their careers goodbye, and that's my opinion, anyways. It's my era. Because you want the analysis skill of the guy calling the reversal of the market of 2016 and calling for SPY 300. Not clowns saying that's a bubble at 217. 217. They don't know. None of these people know what they're talking about. You listen to the master, the market. If the market changes its mind, guess what? PowerTarget trade changes its mind. Market's not saying that, people. Market's saying we're going higher. Understand what I'm saying? Capiche, people. Understand. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Yeah, exactly. Capiche. Here's look at Amazon. Look, let's take a look at Amazon, people. Let me make another point. This is very educational, people. You know, we're talking about charts, right? Look at the monthly chart of this stock. Right? Now, look in the year 2000. Where was the stock? $55, right? And of course, it was bubble time for it, right? But can you imagine here you have a stock that's $11. Now let me ask you something. Who makes the big money, people? The big picture thinkers or the little scalper thinkers? Imagine you owned the stock from 14 and you owned it all the way up to here. How rich you are. Remember what I'm showing you here. Think about what I'm telling you. Big picture always wins. The stalker clown will never catch big gains. He'll never be able to identify anything of any substance. They are 50% option traders. That's it. They don't have any documented video proof of holding anything that made 100% or 1,000% from start to end like me. None. Nobody has done it like that. And it's all holdable. You can see all my plans show that you could have made that money with your eyes closed. With your eyes closed. Big picture plans, big picture thinking, big picture gains. All right, now. But look at Amazon, right? You think this stock can afford to go, listen to me, people, it could afford to go down 400 points and it still wouldn't derail how bullish it is. That's why the market isn't so simplistic here. Okay? So you need to look at different time frames. But right now, the monthly time frame for the SPY shows it very obviously the way I explained it. Not the way a stock clown explained it, the buffoon. The way a PowerTarget trade, yours truly, explained it to you. Unlike anybody else out there. Nobody else explained it like that. And I have it all documented. Then I want to say to them, what did you say when people were worrying in April, in March, in February? What were you saying about the market? They'd be saying we don't know. We're clueless. We're bearish like a clown. Right? What can the clown say? He was bearish. What can the clown say with his what can the clown say when the SPY goes to 300? I'll show him. Look what you told people. It was a bubble of 225, man. You missed a 10,000 point rally. You were wrong. 10,000 points. 2 years. You're out to lunch, man. Time to retire. You want to give people advice? You're wrong. You know what I mean, people? I have to get upset. Let's look at Tesla, people. You know, Tesla wasn't around, man. Tesla's a new company. Look, you want to see something interesting, people? You know, as soon as 2013, look what happened with Tesla. Innovation. Big change started from 2013, people. And here's the proof right here. Look where this stock was. $37. Why do you think it's up here? Innovation, big picture thinking. This thing's going to higher. The world has to end for this not to go higher. It's that they want this to go higher. It's a symbol of American advancement, ingenuity. They want this stock to. First of all, it's an incredible company. They make incredible cars, right? But they want it higher. Like, you understand, people? Let me show you. Let me make another point. I love this point I made over here. Let me put the SPY here. See, as I talk to people and I educate, I always get better ideas and think things. Now, listen, people, listen carefully here. This is a great point I want to make. Look at this. When the SPY broke out in 2013, right? The channel that I'm showing you here, right? Right around here, 2013. Look what Tesla did. This was the start of change, massive shift in positivity and growth. 2013, a new era, people. The market is different and will never be the same. It's a new era. Okay, for the next 5 to 6 years, we could be in a frozen rope pattern. Okay, market could go up and up in a choppy, it's called a, look at this, like this, in a fucking channel like this. Okay, let me do it like this. Okay, let me give you an example here. Let me put it like this. So, you understand? And that's what the market can do. Up, down, cycling, and these are monthly charts. I'm just giving you a brief, just explain. Can you imagine? Higher. How we go there could be exactly like that. Because we're in a different era, like I explained. Right? Nobody's explaining it like this. And look at Tesla as proof of it. Let me show you the Tesla charts on the monthly charts, people. Look at this. Nobody shows you or explains things to you like yours truly. Look at 2013, exactly as the SPY broke out. Started making a massive breakout out of the channel that I showed you, people. Unlike the clown, didn't show you that. Right? Look how this became a superstar of a stock. It quickly rallied massively, and it became, imagine this thing here, 200% gains in a year on the stock value. It's innovation, growth. It's time to wake up, people. If you found my channel, you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you like this live stream, you're witnessing true identification skills, thinking skills, big picture thinking skills, unlike anything that you ever witnessed before. Nobody will talk to you or explain things as clearly to you as this. And it's in a simplistic, easy to understand manner. We're going higher, people, and the market's clearly saying that. Big time. Wake up and smell the coffee. Look what Netflix did. Understand. Let's go to Netflix, people. Right? Look at Netflix, people. You see? The stock called the SPY a bubble. Look what Netflix did. So here's the bubble. He's actually shorting this at 140, people. These are the people that are trying to lead people, say that they have skill. That's the people shorting it. Netflix at 140. It's too high. It's a bubble. Okay, now he called the SPY bubble. Look what it did. A bubble pop, boom. You understand what I'm saying, people? A pop, boom, pop, boom. Look. These are monthly charts, right? Now, look at the year, 2013, right? Now, this didn't explode in 2013, but later on, in fact, the explosion came for this stock, again, massively. After we defended the 2016 level, people were calling the end of the world. And then we broke out higher, where the stock clown was calling it a bubble. Netflix doubled its value. More than doubled its value, and is still going higher till this day. That's the proof of a higher market, people. That is the proof. And I explain it in a way, I decimate everyone out there. Everybody out there. Nobody explains it like that. They explain it in a confusing, they don't know what they're talking about themselves. They didn't tell you like this. But my way, it shows it to you, and you can see it. You can feel it. All right, now. Apple. Same thing, right? 2017, higher prices. As the clown was calling the SPY a bubble, Apple breaks out into new highs again. You understand me, people? Lots of people out there are stock clowns, bubble mentality thinkers. They are out to lunch. Only yours truly shows you the truth and the facts in the live stream, making it clear, and I tape the facts. They show you that they said this with charts, or say they said things. I say it live stream. I tell the facts recorded because I want to showcase how I was right, like I showcase my big picture video plans in a way like never before shown on my YouTube channel, to do something that's never been done before. No one does it like that. No one puts the money into their own plans like I do. They spit out 20, 30 plans, people. They have no idea what they're doing. Of course you're going to hit some winners, but ask them to narrow it down to smaller probabilities and be correct 80% of the time. They can't do it, people. They can't not do it. Keep that in mind. Yeah, it's setting up. You know, it's setting up, right? I mean, thank you very much, Derek. Yeah, it's setting up. So, you know, I think this, so yeah, wow. So this live stream, people, was more, now, again, I'm going to be doing what are called signals. I'm going to be, maybe, I might be telling what kind of phase we are in. You know, short-term bullish phase, short-term bearish phase. Now, a short-term bullish phase is easier to hold stock plans. In a short-term bearish phase, it's not so much that case. You have to take smaller profits. It's not as good to be into the market. It's get in and get out kind of thing. I've kind of perfected that now, because we've been only winning from 2016. It's just that we've had me being overly bullish and correct, of course. I had a little bit of we had a little bit of issues in March, but I wasn't wrong. It's like we're talking about short term, as you can see where the market, how things recovered, like Apples and Teslas and all these things, how well they've done, right? Like we just made a good comeback in Apple with the 170 calls, you know, $8 in the money, massive gains in the options in a choppy way. Apple hasn't been the best trader, but it made me some great gains on my April calls. April 20, I got completely out of them now because the market, it needs some time to I'm looking to make a new plan for Apple, but it's definitely setting up for higher prices. I mean, I'm happy with the gains that I made in Apple, right? I still was positive from a plan that didn't work out, but I was right, the big picture. You know, the thing is that I will have a new phase to that will be better for my kind of plans, because my plans, they're good for good directions, good to make, you know, my plans are big picture plans. They're not little picture plans like the stock clown. Remember, people, don't forget to like the live streams. And like I said, I think this live stream, people, if anybody listens to this live stream, this is a very powerful live stream of what I'm saying in here. I make a lot of good points here, and it's gonna, if it helps, it's gonna help the few people who want to open their mind to and want to think bigger. Big picture thinking is the way to go, right? A higher market and companies doing well, it's only better for everybody, right? People thinking that the market has to do this, it has to do that, who are they? the market, you want to listen to the market. Do not listen to what you think should happen. See, that's what the stock clown does. He thinks what should happen. It should happen. Then when things go down a little bit, he says, I was right. No, you weren't. There, stocks go up and down. But what was the big picture? What was he right? Netflix? No. Was he right? Nvidia? No. Was he right? WYNN? No. Was he right? The SPY? No. When it comes to what counts, the big picture, massively wrong, and that's the majority out there. Massively wrong. Massively wrong, the big picture. Anybody out there new? Anybody got a question or don't understand something that I said? Everything clear about the SPY? What I said, people? Somebody new out there? A lot of people too, shy, because they know when they hear when I explain things in a good way. What question is there to ask? Trick or trade, you explained it so well. What do I gotta ask, man? I understand. I gotta study what you said. You always go into my live streams and listen to what I said. It's gold. Right? It's all facts, powerful facts, and then it actually plays out before the fact. You go. I want to show you this, people. Well, I'm going to document my video. Trust me, I'm going to be documenting what I'm saying for SPY 300 and higher in the created playlist for people to listen to as we get there, as we are there. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing a special thing because I'm the first one to explain it like this. Nobody out there has. And therefore, a lot of good things should come my way for that, in my opinion. Okay, a lot of good things. If I'm going to do service or help people make money, you want to listen to somebody visionary, and I'll have it all documented and proven for people. I have people sending me money gifts from what I've been doing, from helping people. You want the big picture expert on your side. You don't want to listen to little-minded people. They never go anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. Facebook is, one thing about Facebook is, she can go back and test its highs, but I'll be honest with you, when something is out of favor, I don't really temporarily. I mean, it's got its issues to work out, but definitely they're going to send it back higher. Facebook. I kind of focus on what's in favor, because in the end, that's all that matters. Like for example, if you happen to catch the Amazon move, you're laughing, right? And you only need the really good solid stocks. They pay you very well. We've been having some, to me, Tesla is destined to take, especially if we hold, let's put up Tesla here. I always focus people on what's the highest probability. When something goes wrong, we leave it alone, we move on, right? We move on. Tesla, Facebook, I never liked it as a breakout stock, people. I always liked it as a reversal. I've had a lot of great reversal plans. My last one didn't work out in it, but that's because the news this time really not. But then look how it came back up, right? I never said I'm 100% correct, but I'm practically 100% correct when it comes to the big picture. Short term, I can always be wrong short term, but when it comes to the big picture, I haven't been wrong. I've been right, the big picture. That no one can deny. Nobody in the right mind could deny that. Only a stock clown who can't stand it that I keep burning him from left, right, and center. So Tesla, long as we hold 290, we're going back into 300, and I said the targets in PowerTarget trades, so people know already what it is. If we go to the 3-minute chart, you could see after hours we finished up nice and strong. So I'm definitely they set this up for picking. They didn't want to take it below 290, so 290 becomes a powerful support, and we're gonna repop Tesla back to where it deserves to be in 300, where it's always been. Where the stock clown was only right for a whole 5 days. Oh, stock clown. Just, you can't compare. A guy just decimate and cremate. I love to have a live stream debate with a guy about these things, man. I burn them left, right, and center. Stock clown. You know what I mean, people? I made so many winning plans in Tesla, it's not funny. And it's all documented on my YouTube channel. It's documentation plans, not these little spreadsheet baloney that people do. Nobody looks at the spreadsheet. Show them quality. Show them big picture skills. Show them that it could have been done. That's what people want to see. That's what I want to do. I want to do the truth. I want to do the good, the real things. And I want the quality people. I don't want the quantity. I don't want, most people are destined to fail anyways. Most, especially in the market, most. Remember, the stats, 10% win, most lose. I'm the one who wants to help the top 10% or get into the top 10% rise. That's all I'm looking for. I already know it. I can tell. Listen, people, I can tell through my social media endovers. Look, I want to prove something to people. I want to prove something to you people. Give me a sec. I want to show you something here in this live stream before I go here. I'm going to go into give me a second here. I'm going to go into my power group trades. I want to show you something here, okay? I want to show you what I mean, okay? People don't want to believe me, right? They think I just want followers. I don't want followers. I want serious followers. Followers don't mean anything, in my opinion. They mean nothing to me anymore. They don't. It's a joke. It's about the quality, not just the quantity of number of people. So let me show you something. See this here? I have 27 pending follower requests. Do you understand what that means? When people send you a locked account, they have to send a request to get in. I review them. They don't do what I'm saying. I don't put them in. They're just sitting there in my, you see my request queue. When people do the right things, I add them in. You understand? This list will probably grow larger than how many followers I have. Do you know why? In social media, I'm trying to find. I've figured out one thing. Majority of the people are clowns. That's why a clown like the stock clown does, has a certain amount of. People love people that think wrong like they want to think. They love a guy that they like to think. If they think like they like to be wrong like him. And when someone's being wrong like them, they love it. They don't like the truth. They want to be told the false information. Really, seriously, there's a lot of sick people out there. And look what I have to deal with. Like, you have no idea. I have people. I deal with people. I kick people out of my group all the time. You know why? Because I know they're going to lose. They don't have what it takes to succeed. They don't have any discipline. They don't have any vision. They want everything on a silver platter. All right, people. Anyways, enough of that. But really, you know what I mean, people? It's ridiculous out there. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm out for the quality, not for the quantity. And the quality is going to come to me in droves, knocking on my door. And I want the right people. Well, who cares if you get people? You get a person who comes in, they subscribe to your thing. They don't do all the they don't have what it takes to succeed. They fail anyways. You know what I mean? Let me see what the live stream is saying. What time? It was 10:32. I love talking. Explaining things. But I think I said what I had at closing clown right. 5 days, but holding key support level never. Yeah. Thank you very much. And again, these are quality. These people that are talking in this group that have that actually say something. They actually are very smart. These are all people that have sent me dollar bills. Most of them, anyways, have sent me money. Not all of them are here. They all are. I mean, I know Eric sent me money. Dexter, Eric, trade. I don't know about trade. I don't know, but I'm not sure. I mean, if they tell me, they're not all in here. Some of them are just listening. Some people just want to listen to me speak. There's nothing to say. They say I've answered their questions. You know what I'm saying, people? Then you have some clowns that want to say something, donkey. But usually most people just want to listen to what I say. My live streams. That's why my live stream views, they always double or quadruple after the live stream. They just want to say, what did he say? Oh, they enjoy my live streams. My live streams are always doing really good. And you know, I get the quality people from them. You know what? It's all about the quality, in my opinion. Quality versus quantity. It's the way to go. It's the way to make money in the market. It's studying and focusing on quality setups, quality plans, not just 100 million. Quality. A lot of people can say about it. There's people out there. They say so much. There's such. A lot of people. I can even do some live streams and critique certain, and I'm going to be doing that. Oh, I'm going to be shaking the roof. I'm going to shake this industry with the facts and get people in a different manner, showing people the truth. Say, let's see that guy show you that what I've done. That's why I'm taking the time to do what I'm doing. Painstaking. I'm doing something very unique and different, people. Big picture thinking. I know the big picture comes from doing big picture thinking. Okay, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. No, 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 no. I want to tell the people the truth, the facts. All right, people. So we'll be talking about the SPY because it's very important, and we're going to be talking about the different phases. PowerTarget Trade is going to be doing a special SPY series. Keep these monthly charts in mind, people, the way PowerTarget Trade explained it to you. This live stream is gold. Make sure to listen to it, especially in the beginning, and listen to it several times. Listen to what I said. Honestly, if you listen to it, you will feel pumped and optimistic of the future in a simplistic and easy to understand manner. All right, people, there you have it. A great, and we'll leave it with my great SPY, beautiful, explained chart, unlike anybody else. There you have it, people. PowerTarget Trade, people. PowerTarget Trade. Oh, somebody want to say something to me? Let me see before I go here. Yep, both flags. Both flag. That's what I call it right now. Honestly, right now, both flag. Especially if that candle closes like that. Oh, stock clone. Oh, all right, people. There you have it. Remember, PowerTarget Trade. Yours truly, April 18. PowerTarget Trade, people. Good night. Good night. Good night, people. Good night, Dexter. It's the PowerTarget Trade era. The PowerTarget Trade era. Adaptive thinking. Remember, people, adaptive. Stock clown is not adaptive. It's out to lunch thinking. No adaptation skills, all working skills. You can't win over adaptive skills. In PowerTarget Trade, I explained the SPY adaptive thinking. Have a good night, people. PowerTarget Trade out.